the assessment again that gives you steps to take and a prioritized action plan for year 2. And then you can continue on from there if you so desire. So what does that look like? Just to give you an idea, this is just one page of the report, but it's going to give you a couple things. It's going to evaluate you in those 6 areas, what your strategy is. That's things like your market penetration, your branding, all of that kind of thing. Down to your financials, what do those look like? Do you abide by a budget? And then things like, what does your organizational structure look like? What is your human capital, your people? What do they know? Their intellectual capacity or capital as well. And then it's going to score you in those areas, and based on that, you get a range of value to where you can see where you are compared to the best in class in that industry. So using the realty example again, you're only going to be compared to where you are at this point in time compared to what the best in class for that particular area of realty would look like. So at this point, I was going to give you all a little self-test, but in the interest of time, because I see it's 20 till, I want to be able to answer questions too. So let me just walk you through this super quick, and then Matt can hand it out, and you're welcome to take it home and score it. It's got the information on one side and the little score thing on the other side. But we found this really helpful. And this is kind of just a good checkpoint for you all to think, have we done these things? So the first one is identify. You'll see the little circle on the one side. I'm trying to make sure you guys can pick me up. And I'm just going to encourage you all, no one's a perfect 6. If you're a perfect 6, then God bless you, is all I can say. But the point being is that under the identify one as an example, you understand what your current business value is, so you know what your business is worth. And this isn't just what are your annual revenues, okay? Because what happens is with this report that you get from us, and just to give you a sidebar on that, that report goes for probably 20 pages, and it details specific actions you as a business owner can take to get yourself to that next level or to your next milestone in your business. But just so we're all talking apples and apples here, you can have a business, let's say, is worth $3 million, but because you've put a lot of things in place, you've got your systems in place, you've got some good key people that have agreed to stay if you decide to leave the business and sell it, that now has a 5 or 10 times that adjusted EBITDA worth for your company. So it may have a current EBITDA of $3 million, but it's really worth 5 times that because of all these other things you've done. So in this little assessment, you'll identify whether, just follow along, the instructions are on the back, and what it will do in short order is we're really trying to get you to where you have clarity on where you are and where your business can go, and a roadmap to take you there. And so with that, I'm going to just open it up for questions. I always like this quote from Grant Cardone, if you all are familiar with him. He's on like one of the Shark Tank shows or something like that. And I think that's really true. Do you sleep like you're rich with not a care in the world, or are you up like you're poor? In other words, how hungry are you? How good do you want your business to get? So, and I'm going to open it up. Matt, he's my colleague. If you are interested in learning more about this program, you can go to our SBDC.com website and sign up to be a client. That'll probably get referred to Matt, my colleague here in this area. And I am happy to help or answer any questions that you guys may have. We've got some flyers up here that give you an idea. It does have some ideal numbers like 3 million. We deal with a lot of clients that are at $1 million, sometimes even less. So it's just really a matter of how profitable you've been over the last 3 years. So I appreciate the opportunity. Yes, sir.
How's the state divided up in regions? You're a regional manager yourself?
No, sir. Yeah, I'm a statewide manager. So we have, I think we have 4 regions, correct? And then there's, 25 local offices.
It's kind of hard to look at a map from those of us that are from South Carolina. It makes no sense. If you just think about the Clemson region, all the way over Spartanburg County, all the way down to Edgefield, but it does not include Newberry County. Newberry is
with
How do you
USC.
measure each individual region so that you know whether it's profitable for you?
Right, yeah, so my area is Greenwood region, which covers every county that touches Greenwood except Newberry. So anyone that I help, it all goes in aggregate together, and they say, hey, this is for the Greenwood area or Greenwood region, and then we pull that together with the Clemson region, and then pull it with state and national, of course. So that's how we compare our particular regions. We look at a lot of different things from a lot of its population. You can imagine my territory is completely different than the Greenville or the Spartanburg area, or even the Anderson, Oklahoma, Pickens area, which has taken off a lot in recent years. So they do take that into consideration. They look at how many businesses actually exist there currently. And then also they take a small portion just to see where is the education level with that population as a whole.
How do you measure the success of each region?
That's pretty much based on we have KPIs. So we're happy to basically honor those every time. So how we keep score is real simple. How many jobs have we created or retained? What's our capital investment been? And how much capital formation have we created are the three fundamental ones. And in my case, what my goal is as the growth program manager is preserving those jobs that are currently in communities and making sure that they have the foundational readiness to grow beyond that. And that's why I took the job. That's why I'm really excited about it. And I thank you for that, because that's going to be really fun. And it's great to have partners like Matt who deal with all of the different levels of businesses. But in our Clemson region, we actually took the opportunity through budget at that time to actually be able to train everybody on the process that we're using. So Matt will be able to handle most of it. I might co-consult with him once or twice, and then he'll be on his own to rock and roll with it. And I think that those of you that know someone, or if you yourself are interested in it, you'll find the process really helpful, as it provides a lot of just, I use the word clarity again, but clarity on where you are with your business. And it also gives you some pretty tried and true things to do that are going to grow the value of that business.
How about your business? Do you have a revenue amount that you look for every year?
You mean from a business itself?
I come to you for help. You charge me a fee, right?
No.
No fee, free.
No, yeah. No, that's the beauty of SBDC. Our state director would kill me for saying this, but we are really truly the best kept secret in economic development. We partner with economic development entities like One Spartanburg, Anderson County Economic Development. Matt is always reaching out to other entities in the Greenwood area, Lawrence, those places, and then across the state. And what we're really trying to do is make South Carolina that go-to place that has not only the big businesses that everybody talks about, big industries, but also has really good quality, small businesses that are owned by people and creating jobs. And so no, the only fees we even charge, Phil, are actually very low-cost training fees. If we have a specialist that we have to pay to come in and do an accounting workshop or something of that nature. But most of what we do is either low cost or no cost, and the consulting is completely free. So, yeah.
Has the chamber done a workshop with this yet?
Not this specifically, but we've done other workshops in the past.
Yeah.
This would be a good
I
one.
was just talking to Debs right after about something else, so we can.
Because I already sent her a text, so go ahead and throw that in there.
Yeah, the chambers are definitely one of our ecosystem partners that we would call, and we have them at the state level and the local level. One Spartanburg is one currently that we're working with in Spartanburg, and we actually have partnered with them for people that would fit this. Phil asked kind of what we look for. The biggest thing is we just want a business that's been in business at least 3 to 5 years and can prove what their financials look like. Hopefully they're profitable and are just looking for some help on how they scale to that next level. And you know, we've got some that are at 700,000, but they're looking at getting 2 big contracts, and all of a sudden they're going to be at 2 or 3 million. And if you do the research out there, usually that break point tends to be around the 3 million mark, where people are kind of like, okay, I can't do this by myself anymore. How do I replicate what I do efficiently? So, thank you all for the opportunity. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Kelly, for being here and sharing with us. Whitson, it was great to have you join us today, and thank you all for being here. If you'll all join me in the four-way test, please comprise of the things we think, say, and do. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? And our motto?